All right, good morning, everyone. We haven't seen these cards for a while. These are my staple tarot cards. This is the moon, this is the sun, and this is the star. And they're interesting tarot cards. They're they're playing cards that have the tarot hidden within them, which is what my grandmother traditionally read. She read playing cards, and the playing cards, as you probably know, are tarot cards. But anyway, and they became playing cards to hide the tarot back in the day when we had to hide everything. So, yeah, today I haven't done this for a while, but I heard that there's a message that wants to come through from someone on the other side. Okay. So I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm going to open the energy and see what comes through. Okay, here we go. All right. Something that I noticed is I put the gold cards, the sun card on this side and the moon card on that side, which is interesting because usually it's the opposite. Usually I put the gold with the gold that's over here and the blue with the blue that's over here. But today they want to mix it up, I guess. And this has both. This isn't exactly gold, but I see it as gold, gold, white gold, and blue in it both. So it kind of brings the cards together, the stars. So the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's the first thing that's coming out. The sun, the moon, and the stars coming together, because I just said this is coming together. So I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm hearing. The sun, the moon, and the stars coming together. Okay. So how do you want me to do this? Do you want people to pick a deck? No, it's not a pick a deck. Okay. There's going to be a message from each deck. Okay. Let's just get started then. Okay. And then, so this is kind of like how I've been doing it with the other decks, but with the tarot. So that's kind of fun. Okay, there we go. Okay. Is that upright? Yes, okay. Or not upright, that's actually reversed. This would be upright, but I meant, are they lying upright? And that's how they want it. That's how it came out, that's how they want it. Okay. Keep going. Just one card will come up. Okay, here it is. Oh, look, it's the card. That's such fun confirmation, because I had a whole bunch of cards that came out with this, and then I said just one card will come out, and it is the card that came out with a bunch of cards. Okay, so this is the Knight of Swords, okay? But in this deck in particular, it talks about how you see the potential of something. You're looking at the potential of something. You see the potential of something, but you're still holding your cards close to your chest. You're not quite ready to share something with the world for some reason. And it's because there's some doubts and fears. Okay, there's still some doubts and fears. Okay, so you see the potential of something, but you have some doubts and fears that are keeping you from sharing something with the world. Or with a loved one or whoever. Okay, when this is in the reverse position, this is the Hangman in the reverse position. The way I read this is that you have the right perspective. Okay, they want you to know that your perspective is right. There's no need to shift your perspective anymore. Okay, sometimes, like if the Hangman was the way it should be, it would say there's a need for a shift in your perspective, but you've already shifted your perspective and you have the right perspective is what this is saying. Okay, so there's no need to shift your perception. You have the right perception. So they're basically saying there's no need to fear. Okay, and the Two of Swords is often about choices, and you're going to make the right choice. So this is what the fear is, that you're hesitant because you're afraid that you're not going to make the right choices. But this is saying you will make the right choices. So don't worry about that, okay? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the World card. So the Ace of Pentacles says, you know, the thing that you're seeing the potential of, it does hold a lot of potential, okay? So don't be afraid. You have the right perspective. You will make the right choice. Basically, you can't go wrong, so don't be afraid. Don't doubt yourself. Don't be afraid, okay? This is saying, you know, it's going to bring new opportunities in the physical, material world that you can't even imagine, okay, right now. And this World card for me says, you know, as you open yourself to the world opens itself back up to you, and the world is your oyster, okay? So this is saying, you know, you see that potential, but you're holding your cards close and you're not quite willing to share with the world yet. But when you open yourself up to the world, it will open itself up to you, okay? Now, the World card also means there's a completion of a cycle. You know, there's wholeness, there's completion, you know, of a cycle, which is why this says you have the right perspective now. You've shifted, okay? That's what this is reaffirming here with these two cards together. You have shifted, okay? I don't know who this message is coming from. Shall we find out? Let's see. They're guiding me to use the gypsy cards to see if we can find out. Who's this message coming from? It's someone in the spirit world that wants to share this message with you, and I guess they want to be known. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought this out. Okay. Well, death and sorrow. Okay. I'm going to say this is someone whose death you haven't fully gotten over. Okay, so it's not showing me exactly who this is, but it's someone whose death you're still mourning. You haven't completely gotten over yet. Not that you're ever going to get over it. Sorry, I shouldn't say gotten over. That's rude. But the sorrow, the mourning is still quite fresh. And I mean, it could be, the death of this person could have been 40 years ago, but you're still mourning them. There's still sorrow. There's still something that about their death that is affecting you, okay? That is, I mean, and of course it's always going to affect you. I'm clumsy with my words right now. I don't want to offend anybody because I know how devastating death is. So I don't want to make it seem like you ever really truly get over it or it doesn't affect you, because it always will affect you. You never truly get past it. You just learn to live with it, and you grow from it, right? You learn and you grow and you learn to feel joy again, even in the absence of the person that you're mourning. And I think maybe that's the shift that they're talking about here, that you have done. And I think they're saying it's okay. It's okay to still have, you know, moments of sorrow come up and moments of grief come up, and you know, that doesn't have to derail you, okay? And I think this is where the doubts and fears, it's related to doubts and fears. You're like, well, how can I share what I've learned with the world when I still feel this way, when I still have this happening, you know, within me? And they're saying you absolutely can share with the world. You've learned so much, you've grown so much, you've shifted so much, you know, so don't let this hold you back. This will be there. And it's, you know, we sometimes, and that's, I guess, why my words were coming out clumsy. Sometimes, you know, the society or whoever, I don't know who it is, but anyways, we're told, you know, just get over it, just move past it, you know, you got to get over it, whatever. Or, you know, like that was 40 years ago, you know, shouldn't be affecting you still, and all that kind of stuff. So those were the words that were coming out of my mouth that I was like apologizing for, because I don't agree with them. And that's what this is saying is, you know, it's okay. It's okay to still have sorrow. It's okay to still be mourning. It's okay to still have grief. But that doesn't mean that you can't experience joy. That doesn't mean that you can't grow, learn, experience joy, and live, right? What was it my father said? And my father has passed a long time ago. But my mom always says that he said, life is for the living, right? So that's kind of the energy that's coming out here, is, even if you're still feeling some sorrow and some grief and some, some of that, life is for the living. So don't let that hold you back from living the life, from sharing what you know, what you've learned, what you've experienced, and whatever it is, your talents, your gifts, whatever it is that you're thinking, that you see the potential of sharing with the world. Don't let this hold you back from sharing it, okay? And maybe this took a toll on your confidence. Maybe this person was the person that gave you confidence. Maybe this person is the person that you felt gave you purpose. I don't know. But don't let this hold you back, their death hold you back. Feel your sorrow, feel your grief. It's normal, it's natural. But feeling joy and, living is normal and natural too, okay? Now they want me to shuffle more of these cards, okay? Maybe we'll get a further hint of who is talking to us. Okay. Okay, so they gave me the child card. So either this is your child or it's a parent, okay? So it's either your child or it's a parent. I'm going to put that there. All right. Is there anything else? Yes, they want one more of these cards. Okay. And then we have sweetheart. So for some of you, this is a sweetheart. So this could be a husband or a wife or, someone that you had a sweetheart relationship with, okay? That could be your child too. But someone you consider a sweetheart, okay? It could be a friend that was a sweetheart, They also want me, what I heard is, and you are their sweetheart, okay? You have a sweetheart. They want you to remember that. You have a sweetheart. Oh, and that's the potential. Look, because they asked me to put it here. And you see the potential of sharing your sweetheart with the world, but you still have fears and doubts. And yes, when you've experienced such a heartbreak, like this, of course you would, right? But you've learned and you've grown and you've shifted and you've become a person who is who has faith, is what I'm hearing. Who has faith? Because of this blindfold here, we associate, faith with blind faith. You don't have to know, you don't have to see, you don't have to be able to see, touch, feel, hear it, but you still know it's there, and you still, believe. And so you have become a person of faith, and possibly through their death, okay? But their death took a toll on the sweetheart that you are. That's what I'm hearing now. Okay, their death took a toll on the sweetheart that you are. You toughened up. You grew a thicker skin. You had a lot to deal with. Okay, this heartbreak that you experienced with them may have led to you attracting more heartbreak into your life to learn and grow from. Okay, but they want the potential of your sweetheart. That's how it keeps coming. The potential of your sweetheart, sharing your sweetheart with the world, is vast. That's the word that's coming, is vast. And it can open doors for you, okay? So as you open your sweetheart to the world will open its sweetheart to you. That's what they want me to tell you. That's the message today. Is there anything else? Because I just heard, that's it, you got it. You've got it. So this is 11-2, and that's a 1. So let me, 112, I feel like that's a message they want to come through. 112. Okay. You are looking, or no, you are looking, sorry. You are being encouraged to look at the higher purpose behind all the current relationships in your life. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You probably attracted some relationships that maybe brought you more heartache and tested your faith, you know, in some way. And the purpose, what I'm hearing is the purpose is for you to remember, you know, you can harden, you can build a shell around you, you can have shields, you can put up guards, you know, all that stuff. But at the core, you have a sweetheart. No matter what, no matter what. Okay? No matter what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with, what kind of relationship you're dealing with. You know that at your core you have a sweetheart. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, now there's something about the 21 here. So let's go to that. Your connection to the universe is really strong and you are being filled with inspiration and guidance. Be open and aware. Okay. So your connection to the divine, is that what it said? To the universe, to the spirit world, to all, to everything is really strong. Okay, and you are being divinely guided. Be open and aware. So you see the potential of sharing your sweetness with the world is what I'm hearing. Okay? And that's the guidance. That is the guidance they're giving you. That's what I said. This is the message, right? We got it. So as you open your sweetheart, open up your sweetheart to the world will open up its sweetheart to you. That is the message. That is the guidance. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.